As of now, what you have done is you have directly pushed your changes to one default branch, the default branch called master. So to the master branch, you have pushed your changes. But in the ideal case, like when you wanted to go for a branching strategy, there should be one procedure everyone must follow so that integrity of code can be maintained. So for example, you have made some changes in the master branch and you don't want any others to commit to the master by mistake. So you will ask them to create their own branch and then do the modifications in the newly created branch and do a pull request and do the merge. So we'll see that approach, how that looks like. So this is my repository and I don't want people to directly push to master branch. So I will ask my developers to create another branch called future branch 1. So if you type like this, the new branch will be created. So the newly created branch is exactly same as master branch. The same master branch code will be copied to feature/branch 1. This is the default structure of branching name. Whenever you wanted to give branch name, you give like this. So this is the new branch which we have created. Now I will do modifications to this instead of directly doing modifications to master. So only GitHub repository, GitHub will provide the ability to directly modify the file in the browser. Instead of cloning every time to the local machine, we can directly edit the file in the browser itself. For example, I want to edit the file number 2. So I opened it and click on this edit button. So I can directly edit file here. No other Git repository or no other Git provider is supporting this feature. Bitbucket supports this feature, but with some plugin installations only. Now I have modified my second file with some content. I'm putting commit message here. If you see, I'm committing the changes to feature branch 1, not to the master. Now I have committed the changes. So in the branch master, I have 3 files, but in the master branch, I don't have latest changes. But if I go to my feature branch 1, it will have the latest changes. So I will check these changes, I will verify, I will build these changes, I will deploy these changes and see if these changes are good enough. If I feel these changes are good, then I will raise a pull request. Pull request is nothing but merge request. It's a request to merge the changes from one branch to another branch. So this is the feature, compare and pull request. I'll click here, compare and pull request. Now if you see, the arrow mark is going towards master. The original branch is feature branch 1. Create pull request. So only the latest changes will be merged to the master branch from feature/branch 1. So in this process, you can add some of the approvers who can review your pull request and approve your request. Here, currently I am not seeing any approvers here, but in the real-time scenario, when you're working in a project, you will see list of approvers here. You can add your manager name or some other names so that they will review your pull request. They will see what are the files changed, what are the changes you have made, and then they will approve. Once approval is done, then you can click on the merge. Now merge is happening. Merge is completed. So let's go to master branch and see the changes. Now merge is completed. That means whatever changes we have done in our branch will also be there in the master branch. See, in the master branch, we have these changes. These are the latest changes. in our own branch also we have the same changes. This is the best practical way of doing the things. Instead of corrupting the original production master branch, we will always create a new branch, do our changes, and once we are happy with the changes, we will raise a pull request and merge to the master.